Working on the chain, gang. We're going to chain scales together and make some sense of the madness so you can get from here to here and feel comfortable doing it. Alright, so let's try it out. I'm going to take some, major, minor scales, same shapes, just, wherever you play them in the context of chords. But they're all the same shape, so it's really easy. So you'll be able to do it in any key. Alright, click the links below. Guitar jams. Marty's always got awesome stuff. He probably has a lesson on these very scales. So check it out. So let's take an A minor scale and we'll start down on the low strings. We'll start here on the 3rd fret of the low E string. We're just going to chain the different positions of the scales together. And I'm not going to go from one end all the way to the other, but I'll do like, a good... Let's go from, say, the 3rd fret to the 13th fret. So what we'll do is we're going to do this really slow, and we're going to make a nice little alternate picking exercise out of it. And then we're going to get to know our scale positions all in one good lesson. So we're going to do 3rd, 5th, 7th on the first 3 strings. So that's E, A, and D strings. So we got... Next we're going to go 3 more strings, but we're going to go down and start from the A string down. So we're going to go 5, 7, 8. 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9. So that's out of the 2nd position. So we got 2 positions already. You can use your 3rd and 4th fingers here, or your 2nd and 3rd. Whatever is comfortable. Now we're going to go the next 3 strings. So we're going to go 3rd position. So we're going to have 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 10, 8, 10, 12. So we got... And then we're going to take the D string and go 9, 10, 12, 9, 10, 12, 10, 12, 13. Alright, let's take another one. So that was out of the first 3 positions in A minor. One more time. Now let's do one backwards. We'll start on the 15th fret. So let's go 15, 13, 12. Same thing on the next string. Now we're going to shift down to a next position, and we're going to go 13, 12, 10. And then we're going to go 12, 10, 9. So the shapes are the similar shapes on each string. So we got so that's 10, 9, 7, 10, 9, 7. So then we're going to go 9, 7, 5, and then we're going to go 8, 7, 5, 8, 7, 5. So let's chain another one together. We'll go up higher again. Let's just take it on 2 strings, and we'll follow the A minor scale all the way up from, let's say, the 5th fret to the 15th fret. So we're going to go. Alright, so let's go over all those positions on the B string and E strings. It's the only 2 strings we're going to use. So we got 5, 6, 8, 5, 7, 8. Again, alternate picking, so it's down, up, down, up, down, up. Next, we got 6, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10. Next is the same on each string, so we got 8, 10, 12, 8, 10, 12. Same on the next 2 as well, so we got 10, 12, 13, 10, 12, 13. Same positions with the same fingers on the next one. 12, 13, 15, 12, 13, 15. So I'll do it real slow. Now you don't have to pick everything either. Also work on your hammer-ons and pull-offs. So you can take those same shapes and really just mess up your fingers all over the place with them, you know. Same with all the other. So just take the basic shapes and the basic way we're chaining them together when we're doing it in their simplest form, those really simple exercises, and then just mix up the notes and just use that as a roadmap to go from one spot of the neck to the other. That's how a lot of great players will do things, is they'll use those positions to get together. Now, they mix up the notes so it doesn't sound like a scale or an exercise. You mix up the notes to kind of make it sound melodic. So that part's up to you, but I'm just showing you how you link them together, and then it's up to you to make the music out of it. You can also go backwards with the notes as well. Right, so I'm just playing over and over. I know the scales, so you gotta start with just learning the basic scale patterns. There's only 7 of them. They're the same in major and minor. They're the same shape. It just matters in what context of chords they're played in, whether it's a major or minor scale. But just get to memorize the patterns. Like I said, Marty, I'm sure, has a video on all the different scale shapes. And then just work on chaining those together. And it'll really, really help. You can also do it in pentatonic licks. So let's do like a chaining together of pentatonic licks. So we got, let's try something out here. Now I basically just went out of every pentatonic scale, and I just took 2 positions per string. 2 strings at a time, and each time I did a set of 2 strings, I moved to a new position. So let's take it out of this first one here. We got 3, 5, 3, 5. So it's that's just out of that position 1, an A minor pentatonic, and this is either the 5th position or whatever you call it. So we got. And I'm going to slide up to that second one. Then I'm going to keep sliding, so I'm going to go from this 9th fret to the 12th fret up another position. So we got. So we got one position, slide into the next position, next position, slide again, now if I wanted to extend that, I could go to the next position, and let's take 15 and 17 on the B and the E string. So we got, so that's a slide from 15 to 17, and then to 15 on the E. And then we'll go slide right back into the first position, and now we'll down a whole octave. So we got, next position. So we can go. You can do it all on the G and the B strings. Or the B and E strings. So that's how it works in a pentatonic. So try using the 3-note per string, which we started off with. Off the screen, and then go into pentatonic. I like starting with the harder ones first, because then the pentatonics seem really easy. And don't be afraid to, you know, do some hybrid pentatonics. And the hybrid pentatonic, again, is just mixing the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic together, and you get all sorts of notes. So what I used to do when I was a kid is I'd take 2 different colored pens, and I would draw like the let's take A, and you just take A major and you do it in, say, green on a, you know, little fret noted board tablature deal, and then you take the A minor and you do it red or whatever colors you want, but then you get to see where all the notes combine together on the fretboard, and you just mix and match and do chromatic runs with that, and you get all sorts of all that kind of. You can also turn those into 3-note per string runs. So again, all that right there too was chaining the scales together, but I used a hybrid scale over the top of it. So you have an example of major minor scales in the 3-note position. You have major and minor pentatonic chaining together, and then you have chaining together of those fusion scales, that hybrid scale, going through the same position. So that's what it sounds like when you start to get familiar with chaining all those positions together and working your way up the neck. You start low, end high, start high, end low. You'll notice that in all sorts of kind of guitar solos. It really builds tension or a good release if you're going from low and then you go up to a burning high note or whatever. It doesn't have to be fast. The note choice is always cool. If you're slow with good note choice, that sounds great. Note choice, it's just as cool as if you're doing it fast, with moderate stuff. The notes are what matter. So really use that to sound melodic. Use those chaining together. Try to sing. A good rule of thumb is try to sing what you're playing, and when you come to a breath in what you're singing, that's a good time to take a pause. Anyways, as always, Marty loves you. Click the links down here. It'll be like right there in blue somewhere. Say Guitar Jams. Guitar Jams people out there.